everybody. Welcome to Let's Call a Spade podcast. We are at episode 3. So today, of course, we have Terrell. Welcome back, Terrell. Episode 3. You excited?
I'm excited. I can't wait. We got a new person. Now I love to talk, so let's get it.
All right, and today we have one of my longtime friends. Her name is Kevanisha.
Dang, not the government, but hey, y'all.
But we call her Kev. On Instagram, you'll see in the live. If you go follow her page, you will see a lot of her stuff. It's Lafrance. Is Lafrance a brand or something that you were
That's
starting?
my last name.
I know, but what are you using it for? Because I see it on everything.
I can't use it as a brand. Lamar Ball has it as his brand.
Yeah, that's cool.
You might have to just add a little something to it and make it your own since it's actually your name.
I know,
Is it actually his? No,
he uses
probably not.
opening.
See, that's not fair because
I know.
it's not his.
So I went in his DM and I said, why you use that last name?
Well, guess
I
what?
had to ask him.
That's not fair. Don't take her brand. And she didn't start yet, but she should. So let me tell y'all about Kev. So me and Kev met a long time ago, back in 2010 is when we first met. And the biggest thing that always stood out to me with her, she always had her own fashion sense. Like, girl can style anything. Like, it would be, if it was a cup and it came in a closed size, my girl would cut that cup up and make something out of it. So that always stood out to me about her. And she literally can make a hairstyle out of anything. Like, I used to love just seeing Kev actually just make a hairstyle. And if it's something that she really wanted and nobody around was doing it, she gonna figure out how to do it herself. So that always stood out to me about Kev.
Sounds about right.
I know you shy. So yes, that's the thing that I've always loved about her. She have her own fashion sense. She can create looks. I'm literally telling her right now she needs to do something with fashion and with styling because she just have this different thing. And there's so many people that have this unique thing about themselves. And sometimes you gotta tap into that. Like me, my unique thing is I can talk a hole in anybody's head. I literally probably have an answer for everything. And if I don't have an answer right now, I'll get an answer for it. So that's just something that's about me. Terrell, he's more of like, he's great with numbers. I tell him all the time, he needs to do something with numbers. That's just his talent. He can count fast, he add up fast. Things that I probably, when I was in school and I would be doing my homework, I would literally be on a problem like, oh my God, what is this? And Terrell would be like, Carrie, how you don't know it? While he playing the game, probably talking to the children, he listening to me do my homework and answering all the questions while I'm sitting there struggling. Great with numbers. Always have. We talked about that in the first episode. But back to Kev. So Kev, how you doing?
Good.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
You excited? Mm-hmm. She did not watch my first episode.
I did not.
I'm very upset about that. But
Why you didn't watch it?
Because the photo of the picture, it just didn't excite me to click it.
And you know what? Thank you for saying that. You know why?
It looked.
Because you need, that's what you, I was just thinking that as she was speaking, I'm thinking in my head, like, we need to ask people.
And she said she liked the second one.
The second one looked exciting, like it's an eye catcher. Like, let me see what they talking about.
That's the matter for sure. That constructive criticism from people to grow.
Because you want your picture to look like eye catching for
No,
somebody
and
to.
especially because some people are like that. Like how what you saying? Because I'm the same way. If it looked something that I'd be like, oh no, I ain't clicking that look. Then I look up the part to a standard. That's what you get used to.
You know, like a child on YouTube, they're gonna click on something that's like, catch their attention.
So she didn't like my first picture. That's what she said. But she liked the second one. So we got to do that with the third one at this point.
Right.
Because, maybe she'll watch it now because she's on it. She's going to want to watch this episode because she's on it and she wants to see all of the things that we're going to do. So, yeah. So how you feel about fashion? Like, why are you not doing more with it? Like, what's holding you back from like stepping into that? Or is that just something you just love doing for yourself but not for nobody else?
I want to step into it. I don't know why I haven't. I don't know. I just love getting dressed. Like, my favorite part of just going somewhere is getting dressed. Like,
it probably come natural to you though, because that's how it be for me, honestly. Like, It don't even be like an effort. It'd be just something you'll see something and you'll just put it together and it just come out right. That's what it is. That's how it be for you.
Like I can see it in my head.
Right, and then you just be like, I can picture that, and then you'll see something be like.
But
yeah,
sometimes I see it in my head and I put it on and be like, no, that.
Okay, so let me ask you this: are you a label person? Like,
I like labels, but I'm not a label person.
right?
I can put anything together.
I see it.
Yeah.
I see some different shit.
I really love.
If you guys go on her page, you would definitely see the different shit when I say that, because some stuff is like, how did she even think about doing that? But some people just got that natural talent. I don't. Whatever matches.
I think you sent me a picture like, look at Kat with this outfit.
I know. Cause I mean, some shit you just like, how the fuck? You know, you would think about doing like that. Like, I seen one time she had a plastic skirt on. I would never thought to wear a plastic skirt. But it was all plastic. It was this little cute little short mini skirt. But if I was walking in the store and I seen a plastic skirt, that is definitely not something I would pick out. But when I see her do it, and at first it was, I think they did like a bathing suit look first. And then it was like after the bathing suit look, it was a outfit look she did with it. And that just show you sometimes like how y'all be so hard up about repeating your outfits. You could take one piece and make it a whole different look. Stop being so hard up on, I can't repeat this. Yes, you can. Put it on with a different shirt. Put it on a different bottom. You can repeat whatever you want to repeat.
Baby, we ain't rich.
Okay, we're exactly. We ain't rich, we real. And realistically, you got to do what works for you, what you can afford. You know, just like she's saying about labels. I am not a label person. Right now, I'm
Do
never.
you think if you get rich, would you be a label person? Yeah.
No, listen. I feel like this is what I feel about labels. I feel like if I am going to wear it, I want my bank account to match what I'm wearing.
Yeah, so saying
Yeah.
Well,
so like now my bank account ain't matching me wearing no Louis Vuitton purse right now.
Buy it, if your bank account can buy it 2 to 3 times, you shouldn't be buying it.
Exactly. And that's what and that's how I feel. So if that's why I'm not a label person, because I don't feel like my finances can afford me to wear certain things.
But all the time I asked that because you said you wasn't a label person. That's only because you don't have the money, right?
No, because guess what? I could have the money and go buy it, but then it's like okay, what am I sacrificing to buy that one item and I can't buy it again when I want?
Oh no, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
that's what I mean. Like
I'm talking about you rich.
I can go take and skip a bill and pay for that and pay the bill later. Make a little hustle and do it, but I'm just not. That's not me. I feel like when my money make enough to where I can buy it, and I don't feel like I sacrifice something to buy it, yeah, I buy it there. So it's not a.
I feel
I'm
like
an affordable label person.
You know, a piece, but people that go overboard with it, like some people that they really look good in it, but I just feel like label isn't all that, but I don't know, you see a lot of people getting highlights because they have on a piece of label, but you still look stupid in that label. I'm just being honest.
You know what I don't like? What's weird, and tell me y'all opinion on, you know how people wear like 5 different labels at one time? Is that weird? Because for me, it looks weird. Like
that's me. Maybe I'm put on my Gucci slides and my Louis belt.
If it look good,
it's gonna match.
You can put something together. You can put something together.
But some stuff look weird to me. Like I guess
that's because they don't know how to put it together.
And that makes a big difference.
I don't see too many.
I guess that makes a big difference because you don't see too many people mixing labels.
Not now it look crazy unless it's somebody country from, I don't even want to say, but from Mississippi somewhere.
I have seen it and it was not cute. Some stuff was just not cute. It's like, you know how you could tell somebody just putting it on just to say they have it, but they're not putting it on the way, like with confidence.
I see it all the time.
Yeah,
definitely. Just that's what, because it's
you just putting it on to say you have it, but you ain't putting it on to feel confident in your outfit.
That's when the city ain't got no swag.
Thank you, because you gotta have some type of swag, like, and maybe that's lame, but it's not for me because I feel like anything that you put on, you supposed to be wearing your outfit, not letting the outfit wear you. Spade or spade, labels or no labels.
But it don't matter. Can I get that?
Labels if I can afford it.
Oh, yeah.
Label.
I think you should be able to.
What you
afford
got?
it. No, labels. Because I mean, that's what I see. If you rich, you deserve to pay for that quality. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the rich, they get that quality. The poor get the quality that they could get. It's just how it works in real life.
Well, I got a Telfa bag.
No, I don't know what the fuck that is. I mean, listen, I ain't even gonna say that. Because I do know what that is because I bought that bag. But I don't know if that's luxury or not. Fuck, I'll afford it and I ain't rich. So, fuck, I know one thing.
I was about to give
That
him
bitch-
his kudos
Okay.
for my little label bag, and that motherfucker shitted on my label bag.
I like the little bag.
I was excited about that little
That
bag.
bit's small. That bit's so small, you can't put nothing in it. You can't put your wallet and keys in there together.
I do. I put my wallet, my keys, and my phone in there together.
Shit.
It's big enough.
I do put
That
my
little
wallet, my
wallet?
keys, and phone.
It's big enough.
Well, I ever you always tell me you can't put the wallet in your keys in there, then when
I just want you to hold the keys because I don't want you to wear my bag down when I don't have to. You got pockets. Why would I want you to put, you got keys, you drive the car, you put it in your pocket. Where you put your wallet, not in my purse, I ain't drive.
I got you.
Something
Who
about
put the
right.
keys, where you put your keys? Who drives the car? Don't that person supposed to carry the keys?
Yeah, but
Are they
keys in
handed?
my purse now.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna tell you why.
Right.
My pants, you know it's a new day, my shit be tight. So them fucking keys be having my pants hurting and shit. Too many keys in my pocket, I don't know, that's what it be, I think.
Maybe you should start wearing tight
That's
pants.
what it is, real talk. I'm
Nothing like
36.
this.
Nah, it just be slim. You know, whatever.
Booty squeezing.
Remember with some jabos?
Booty
Like
squeezing.
with some
I take some
Levi's?
jabos.
Ass
They got
snatchers.
the slim jabos now. You seen them? The skinnies?
No.
That mother
I
He
take
cold.
some
he want his ass out, that's what he want.
With the straps. You have to have the straps.
Yeah, with the strap on there. It was some skinnies though. They was
I
cold.
want
Like, I
to
was,
style those.
Real, yep, that's your style. That's your
I
thing
want
though. That's your lane.
It
Yep.
would be cute too.
That's your lane. Cause you, once you get in that lane, you can do
What you do, a
anything.
bag of jeans with a crop top with straps on it?
Shit,
Probably not a crop top.
What you do?
I probably wear the jabos, probably with the strap up heels, so it can look like a spongy part at the bottom, but the jabot sign will be, at the bottom of the heel.
Mm.
And then probably with a corset because it would take in my belly, push up my breast, but the baggy jeans would just be the baggy look.
I look y'all in case y'all looking for an outfit coming up. She just gave y'all a whole look. I keep telling her she needs to style. You can actually do that, like be a person that helps pick out things and help people style it without even
You got
having
a
to go
gift.
actually style them.
That's a
You can
gift.
style your or have people that tell you, look, I got this idea for something, what would you do with it? And then you actually go and show it off
I
and
do
do
that
it.
to my friends. Well,
I'm talking about for everybody, so people can actually,
Put your gift to
yeah,
the world.
yeah, give it to the world. You know what? This guy, Funny Marco, and I was watching one of his interviews, and he said, which was another reason, a big reason why I started doing my podcast, because he said, how you find, which is one of my questions today about finding your passion, like. He said the reason why he started doing his videos because he started to do things that he wanted to see. So when he started recording things that he would see, things that would make him laugh, that's what he wanted to make videos and do. And so that's what he started doing. He's big now, but that inspired me to do the podcast because I was like, I love to talk. I love having deep conversation. I love getting different people's perspective on things, or getting my perspective, and like coming to either a middle or either a separate. You might agree to disagree, and sometimes we might agree. That's something I love to do, and I was like, damn, maybe that's what. And I've been trying to figure out my passion for so long. Maybe that's something I had to do was to find something that I'm gonna love doing and then make it a job. You know what I mean? And then you do the same. You find things that you would love to do so you can do it forever and not make it feel like a burden on you. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But then I know sometimes when you're doing things you love and then it turns into a job, then the passion leaves. Forward, because now it's like it's a damn job. Like now people stressing you out about it. Who wants to stress out about that? You know what I mean? What about you?
As far as passion?
Yeah, you have a passion. Do you have something that you like? That you find in yourself that you really, really love besides the pie, because I know you love being on the pie. But
I like doing stocks. That's my real passion, honestly, because I see that it's the real world. It's actually what's going on.
numbers, that's what it is.
It's not numbers. It's real life. It's what's going on every day.
But I don't know. Like when I look at that shit, that shit look like
you're a
red and
consumer.
green lines.
So you're a consumer. You don't supposed to know about it because you're the person that they need to do.
Why I gotta be a consumer?
Because that's what you categorize as. It's simple. Yeah. Don't what you buy. Do you buy things that add value or lose value when you buy it?
I bought a lot of stuff for my podcast that's gonna add value.
Well, that's a good investment. But what I'm saying is, when you go buy some shoes, them shoes gonna lose value. So you're a consumer. When you go to Walmart,
Is it because I'm not buying Gucci shoes and stuff?
no, fuck, that's the same thing. You're a consumer for Gucci. You just buying, you helping them make more money.
But what am I gonna do about shoes?
No, what I'm saying is, you don't know about it.
I was forced to wear shoes.
Because
I
you
can
don't
walk around like
understand.
an African with no shoes on. But then somebody gonna tell me to put some shoes on my feet.
Yeah, it's up to you. If you want to put shoes on your feet, you gonna let people tell you what you need to do? Or you gonna do what you want to do?
Yeah.
You gonna be like Fred Flintstone if you want.
Exactly. So I'm forced to buy certain stuff.
He's just trying to tell you that
That's like buying
you're
tissue.
buying something.
Buying
and
maxi
You're a
pads.
consumer because it's giving them money.
But certain stuff I'm
It's
forced to
giving
buy.
the business money.
Like, I'm
Well,
forced to
you
buy a
whatever
maxi
you want,
pad
but
because if I
what I'm trying
don't,
to tell you is they buy consumer stuff too. They buy stuff that they need, but also they buy shit that's gonna make them money. That when they going to sleep at night, that bitch going up or down. Mostly it's gonna go up over the long term, whatever it is. It don't have to be stocks. It could be real estate. Fuck, it could be.
I have a question that I
bonds.
did not put on my list, but I do have a question. How do Ms. Wilson, I made a girl question. Because you know how, because men don't have this problem, and let me tell you why. Because when men have sex, what they do, clinics, everybody get what? You know, when you go to a clinic and a guy go to a clinic or you go to a club, even in the club, they'll have their little bowl in the bathroom.
You talking about condoms?
Exactly. You can get those things free everywhere. But you go to the ladies' bathroom and try to get a tampon or a pad. What they
There's
make
no
you do?
way.
Remember they used to have a coin thing when you put a coin in there?
Yeah, get that for the
Turn
condoms.
it.
The same thing. Let's do it.
That's the same thing.
They didn't have no coin. They gave y'all condoms free.
No, man, you got that
So in the men's bathroom, they have a coin thing for y'all to get condoms.
Yes. You get free condoms at the barbershop only.
At the
At the barbershop, at the clinic.
Well, yeah, clinics, because of course. Why? If they telling you STDs, they want to tell you. But ain't no good fucking condoms. Them bitches gonna pop. Fuck, so you gonna get it anyway.
So she gonna get a disease.
If whatever they trying to prevent, that bitch ain't gonna prevent it. Not them condoms.
Well, I feel like sex is a choice, and those things that you should have to buy a condom. I feel like that is something you should have to buy. Maybe that'll slow y'all down from having sex with any and everybody. Women should not have to buy pads, tampons, anything to stop that blood because we are forced to have a period. That's not something that
I think
we
somewhere
pick.
it was free. It's free. For
Yeah.
Why we have
In
to
the
look for
state.
it? But why?
In one state it is free.
But why?
Because
Why
it's
we have to
passed
look
law.
for that? Why we have to look for pads? Why we gotta go pay? And then they expensive.
You know why?
Get a good pay.
You know why? Because the people paid to make them.
I don't give a
So
damn.
what you-
That's
so
certain
they-
stuff we should
if
not
you
have
don't
to pay
If they
for.
don't pay to make them, then how they gonna keep making them? They just
Well,
gonna be
they
like,
can keep making them because first
you
of
want a
all,
nonprofit? You want the nonprofit one? Like,
we're giving away billions of dollars.
no, I'm with you on that. I do get you. I'm not with you on, but
And-
I'm just saying in real life.
They can pay for women.
But I
to
guess
do
they do
free
make
stuff.
the
Certain things that we cannot control, like
I'm with y'all.
like they'll give you a free birth control,
Right, let the government.
but they don't want to give you free pads and tampons, and those things are expensive. You should be able to get good quality pads and tampons and stuff like that because that is something that women. That is something that we are born into. That's not something that we choosing to have. We choose to have sex. So yeah, you got to choose to protect yourself. But we don't choose to have blood every month come out of us.
Sure don't.
And men to be mad at us when we on our period because they can't get none.
Who be mad? Women do that. That's sad. Cause you still got a mouth.
Ain't that the?
Fuck. So
That's a self
I'm just saying.
Wait a minute, Terrell. That's selfish. That is a little selfish. Now, I'm going to tell you this. I am more horned up on my period than I am off my period.
Right.
But
That's because
Do
you know
you-
you can't. You not, you know
Right.
you can't do it. So
Right,
it's just
right.
like,
It's like a thrill almost, right?
yeah, it's like
I
you're telling
totally-
a child they can't do something.
But then you
do
want
it.
to, but you're still worried about me pleasing you at a time in a month where my hormones is all out of whack. I got nasty stuff coming out of my body.
I'll give you massages and make sure, I try to make sure you good.
Yeah, you'll rub my neck down. Come on, baby, let me rub your neck.
No, I don't do
Put your hand down here.
that. No.
But that's basically what you're saying. Like, basically, you can still find a way to give me some on your period while you going through everything that you're
No,
going
listen,
through.
that's not, no, if you can look at it that way, if that's what you want, but they got people who will be like, I want to give you this because I can't give you that. So
But
that
that's
is-
but this
So,
that's
like,
not
that's
the
the
point of
other
what
thing.
I was saying.
Oh, all right,
The point of what I
I'm
was
sorry.
saying is I just feel certain things like pads, tampons, those kind of things women should not have to pay for. I feel like
No, I agree with that.
you should be able to go to the store and show your vagina card and get a free tampon pad.
I agree with that.
I'm glad you put the vagina card.
Hold on, what you mean?
Yeah,
I mean, honestly,
you know, sometimes you gotta show proof these days
Yeah.
that you're a woman.
They pay for insulin.
they pay for insulin. They do. So,
I-
and that's not no
But they
choice.
can't pay for
It's no,
our
no
pads
It's
and tampons.
not a choice. They get it.
I see what you see as a side. Yeah, no.
I mean,
I guess in every woman that comes in, every man that don't come out, right? Yeah, I see what you're saying.
See what I'm saying? So women should not have to pay for pads and tampons. You should be able to show your vagina card. You show your vagina
Get
card.
vagina card.
Yes, because these
Well,
days you
we-
need a vagina
yeah.
card. There in these days,
You know we got the she's, the hymns,
and although that you all there are so many
what
people
I'm saying is,
transitioning, they're still not
sometimes people trying to go
transitioning.
get tampons.
You never know.
You never know, people. Look, this is
Oh.
a
This
different
is
world.
a
we
crazy
live in.
world.
We live in a
Never know.
I mean,
different
hey, they may be
time.
going to get it for their sister. You know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, her sister could get one of her own, right? So I don't know.
She
I
have
don't know.
a
I think
vagina
y'all. I
card.
think y'all just.
I think you should have a vagina card, and you take your vagina card to whatever store, and you show your vagina
I mean-
card, and you be able to get free tampons and pads because
I think you trolling. Keep.
I'm not trolling. I'm very serious about that because I hate paying for it.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about. But you talking about the vagina.
I'm just saying it's for you to identify that you are a woman and that you need it. Because guess what? Think about somebody who's a trans. Is it?
Yeah,
I
but
don't
them
want to say
people
it's
don't
wrong, but
believe-
it's a trans
they
man.
don't
Like when they
believe
go from a
everyone.
woman to a man, it doesn't stop that. They still have a cycle. So you might need your vagina card to show that I'm a.
You keep saying vagina card.
Because it's
Stop saying that, please.
Why? Do you see something wrong with that?
I just
No, no,
As a
it's
woman, like,
no,
seriously.
nothing wrong with it. I think this is the kid in me. It just sounds childish. It sounds funny. You keep saying vagina card. That's I don't like.
But that's how I looked at it as.
Just
vagina
say
card.
something different. I don't like. I don't know.
But what you want me to call it? Man who wants to make a
Just show
decision
your
for a
ID
woman's
that you're a
vagina?
woman. Once a month, and you'll get your
Vagina card. Say it.
you'll get your
Say vagina
6,
card.
7 day pack of vagina wipes.
You know there's-
vagina diapers.
Cause you as a man.
Vagina diapers.
Okay,
or whatever they
cause
call
him
it.
as a man who doesn't have a period, who doesn't experience anything
No, but
that
I
we
sympathize
experience,
with. I
he
sympathize
want to
with y'all.
decide what the name of our car should be. I can see if you was over here saying what Carol called it.
Oh no! Listen, I don't want no
A
trying to do
peacock.
that because I'll give y'all respect. I don't care. I'm not trying to fight nothing with no women. If whatever power
Do you
y'all
feel like
want,
a vagina card is a bad name?
no, I was just being a child. I feel like
I
I'm.
think it should be vagina card.
What would you call it?
Your ID.
Yeah, thank
Sure,
you.
it
Thank
says
you.
female on it.
Thank you. I think you trolling while saying a vagina card. Like I think you
Make
trying
sure
to
it
be
just
funny,
says,
really.
You
like,
know, your ID and it says a female. But you never know with an ID.
If
know,
you now identify as a
But I told you,
woman,
they
people ain't
probably
but you
have-
don't have a vagina,
People ain't going for them tampons. What they need that for?
You never know.
you never know.
They probably want a pad on.
Unless they're trying to sell it on the side. If you know to get it for free, go sell it for $5.
Oh, yeah.
Some people and
That's
some
awesome.
people live
That's
truth.
true too.
Some people who transition, they live truth into who they feel they are. So if you truly feel that you are a woman and you know this happens
Yeah,
to a
but no,
woman,
but-
some people mentally wants to Even
think
if they're
somebody-
not experiencing it, they may want to experience.
You think somebody do that though?
I do believe
I mean,
it. I don't put
It must be
nothing
a pad,
past.
huh? I hope they're not using the tampon.
Hey, listen, I know anything going on in this world for sure, but that's something new I think about because what's the point? Like, to just, you know what? I don't want to talk about that. 'Cause I don't care. Don't worry about it. That's enough of that.
So, let's call a spade on this. Should women get tampons and pads free? I think you should get
Yeah.
free.
Yeah, they do. I
Thank you.
agree.
Okay, so everybody have done something bad as a child, and some things that you look back and you may regret, or you may think like, damn, if my child did this, I would be so upset, you know, that they did this. So, like, is there something that y'all regret that you've done as a child? And I can go first if you want, because there's something that I regret.
Man, go first so I can help what your bad is.
Okay, so when I was like, maybe like 6, 7, I used to go steal money out of my mom's purse. And one day I got caught. I stole $100 out of my purse. Didn't know no better. I don't know why I didn't know the difference, but I didn't. So I jumped out the window and went to the candy lady house. And the candy lady used to live next door to us. And when I went to her house, I tried to go buy a pickle and a pie, and I thought it was $1. I thought it was $1. So I went to the lady, I gave her the money. She took the money and then let me go back home with my pickle and chips, jump back in the window, went inside, sat down eating chips, and the next thing you know, I hear boom, boom, boom on the back door. And so my brother answered the door, and she asked my mom. My mom was in the room asleep, and so she went in the room. My brother would call mama. They at the front door talking. I don't know what the conversation was about. I just know when my mom came back inside, I'm in the room eating my pickles and chips, and all I seen was a belt come swinging at me, and she beat my ass from the front door to the back door. Never explained to me what I did first. She just whooped my ass. And so then she said, why did you take $100 out of my purse and go to the candy lady? If you gave it to the ice cream man, they wouldn't have gave it back to me. So that's something I regret is stealing out my mama's purse. Because guess what? Sometimes I'm on my last $100. And if my children go take $100 out of my purse and go to the candy lady or thing, these people definitely ain't giving it back these days. They gonna take that money and say a loss is a loss. And my child probably won't even tell me where she got it from, because after I fuss at her for stealing, I probably wouldn't even think that they stole it.
Well, I never stole out of the purse.
So it's something you did
So
as
for
a child
me-
that you regret.
Oh,
You wanna go? Go ahead.
I can't think of nothing I did. My mom and dad didn't let me do anything I wanted to do.
Which
And I
way
wasn't
is
a
the mom
bad
and dad
kid.
them let him get a tattoo? Big across his short tattoo. Short tattoo. Now you in middle school with a tattoo that big.
I was like 15, 14, but I mean.
That's a lot. You were not 15. You told me you was in middle
Oh yeah, I was
school.
in middle school. I'm lying. I was like 12. Me and
With
Dad
that
was
size tattoo on your arm.
12, 11. They didn't know I was getting that size. They told me I'd get a tattoo. They just didn't know I was getting it that.
At 12 years old, if Ty come up in here telling me he want a tattoo, I will kick Ty through the wall. Don't
Yeah,
come tell
different
me about no
times.
tattoo.
Yeah, because they ain't in the hood. They ain't around.
If they was in the hood, he's still not coming to get no tattoo. First of all, he not getting no tattoo. He not asking for no tattoo. Terrell, I was 12 years old,
Oh, well,
and
that's
my mama
right.
would have
That's-
never.
Right, that's how you grew up, right? So that's what I'm saying. That's fine. But me growing up, I ain't have to do nothing bad. Like my type of, I'm a no bad kid. I ain't never.
I was a bad
I
kid.
can't think of no bad. For me,
I was
like my bad
terrible.
was. No, I ain't do nothing bad. I ain't do shit bad, really, honestly.
What about you, Kat?
I'm thinking
All right.
about the time I went to the movies with this boy, and my sister told my mom I went to the city.
How old were you?
I had to been like 12, 13.
And you went to the movies?
And I went to the movies. His dad dropped us off at the movies, and my older sister told my mom.
And his daddy didn't ask like,
No,
"Is
it's
I'm okay."
No, it was just, you know.
When you in the hood, niggas don't care. You
How
got.
you don't care from the hood?
I'm not from the hood.
No, listen. No, all right. I'm sorry for saying the hood. No, all right. I'm sorry for
But
even
it is
saying the
my
hood.
hood right there.
I'm not even gonna say the hood. Like I'm not saying like when people get killed and stuff. I'm saying like when people anything go, people be poor. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I mean by hood.
So
like,
you,
private.
so you saying poor people is hood people?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Gotcha.
Like,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm
That's
just
what I
asking.
mean.
I was
That's
low
what I mean.
class, you know. You don't gotta be
Lower
from the,
class.
yeah, I was,
Like-
you know.
Poor
We ain't
class.
rich, so like that's what I'm saying. Like
We not poor.
check the check.
We gonna make it.
Shit, we was poor.
We surviving,
Yeah, I was.
We was poor.
but
Child, I'm still poor.
some people don't
So
care.
we was. My
If you
sister
pull
told.
yourself.
Oh.
My sister told my mom that I went to the city. That some 911 boys picked me up, and I
Oh,
went to
that's
the
cool.
city.
What? And your big sister ratted on you.
Oh, she always
Here
ran
you
on me.
go.
She
So
always.
she like the mama to you too.
No, she not.
Right.
She's the rat. She's the rat. She's not. I'm the mama.
She wasn't the sister that was just down.
That's
No,
crazy.
she not down.
Why
She rat and she wants to see you get your ass bust.
Right.
So
That's cool.
my grandfather bought us a flip phone, but I turned the phone off. I was in the movies. So when I got back in the car with his dad, I turned the phone back on and I listened to the voicemail. All you can hear is my mama saying, "Bitch, bring me that." And see, I didn't live
That's
with
good. See, that's what I mean. You ain't grew up in the hood, but guess what? Your mama hood.
So I didn't live with my mama. My mama lived around the corner.
Yeah.
So I get out by my grandma's house. I gotta jump the fence to go by my mom's house. I'm jumping the fence. I'm like, man, you know, I'm young, so I'm just going over them. My mama met me like in the middle of the street. And so back then they had these hand grenades, but the hand grenades was built as the woman body, like
Oh,
the titties,
God.
the pussy. And I had braids in. My mama took the phone out of my hand, dropped it on the ground, she just grabbed me by my braids and just started whacking me with
Oh
it.
my.
So yes, I do regret going to the movies. Yes, I would never.
You think you'll do that to your daughter if she did that to you? You think you'll react like that when you'll beat that man when you'll beat
No,
her up?
I don't want to hit my child.
Right.
Maybe not.
I think I would be. I don't want to be so strict on my, like when I hit you, I don't think I want to be that strict on my
You kind of just want to be able to like have a conversation and say,
Hoping that
baby,
they can
Yeah.
talk to
not
you.
right now.
Hoping they
We
do
can
it.
get to that, but not right now. Right?
Well,
And that's
if they want to go to the movies at their age, I feel like if I'm free and I can go with them, then yeah, we can go together.
And you know what? I kind of think that as far as the movies, I
But you
probably
can't
wouldn't
let
have a
yourself-
problem with it because I
And
would
you
let
felt like you couldn't
Ty,
go-
but
you
would
felt-
you let Kylie?
And you had to sneak. You had to sneak to do that.
Shit, my mama didn't play.
I
Ain't
would-
no
I would-
regular
at
ass
12
whoopings there.
No,
You
at
can
12,
get whatever she can pick up with.
I'm scared of that time, man. I don't want that.
That's what I'm about to ask you now though, because what if it was Kylie at 10
No,
years
yeah,
old?
I,
I
don't
mean,
think
12
about
years
that. I
old.
gotta wait to see, cause honestly, I think her little ass fast now as far as how she is. Like she's
Not like Shuggy Woogie.
she just.
I
I'm
think
not
you should
saying-
be there.
I'm not saying like I'm gonna be there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
you-
there for sure. But what I'm
If
saying
you want to
is,
go to the movies.
she the type of person she won't wear the short skirt, shorts, and
She do. She
So,
like the tie.
that's- and I'm not-
on girl. She a
yeah,
tie.
like
She had
that
to
type
take
of thing.
to make it be fit.
Not tied up.
Yeah, so like that's what I'm saying. So she naturally that way. Like ain't nobody teach her that. I mean, she probably seen it on TV
She's like
too.
my mama. My mama was naturally a hot girl. She just
So I don't
liked
think
to wear
about that.
booty
I don't think
shorts
about
and
that.
crop top shorts.
I'll be sitting at the movies.
I'll stress when that time comes. I ain't gonna stress now. though.
Between them.
I ain't gonna stress now. I'll stress later.
You need to hold up on your stress. You
Mm-hmm.
don't even want to think about it.
I'll cross that road when we get there. It's coming. I'll deal with that later. I know what stress is, so I just deal with that stress later.
Fun fact: Terrell stopped talking to me in high school because he felt like my daddy didn't let me do nothing with him.
Yeah, I couldn't do it with you.
When we was like 15, and back then he made me break up with a boyfriend to be with him. And then when I get with him, because my daddy didn't let me go on dates, I couldn't hang out with a guy. My daddy was strict. He was not letting me do none
Yeah,
of
because
that.
I was a little dude that ain't know no better. I was wanting something. I was in heat. I was in fucking
He
heat.
was on go.
You can't come outside on weekends. I can't talk to you.
He did. He dumped me because
I told
of
you that.
And he dumped me. He don't want to say this, but he dumped me too because he said somebody told him that I had a long chin.
Chin. Yeah, you have a long chin. That fucked me up.
And now his son got a long chin like
Dude.
me. Ah,
That fucked me up.
Chin,
I ain't gonna
chin,
lie. That's how you know
chin.
peer pressure be fucking with you. Peer pressure messes me all the time. I never forget when I was in high school, like 9th grade. I'm talking to this chick. So, I don't know, we go to break or something, come. Boy, your girlfriend stopped at the toilet in the bathroom. I'm like, stopped at the toilet. I said, oh, I can't talk to her no more. I broke up with her after that. That was it.
Not
You know, I
because she
can't
put
You
it
know
in
how
the
terrible.
bathroom.
Come on,
Naturally
you know I
body
know.
fluid.
She should have stopped at that fucking toilet. I was immature.
And I bet you it was a girl that told you that.
Yeah, probably a girl liked me.
Yeah.
Because guess what? It was a girl in high school that told him I had a long chin.
She did.
Now, mind you, he
She
used
wanted
to.
you.
I ain't talked to her.
That's how I feel. Because let me tell you, this how crazy it is. He used to always tell me there was this ugly picture that I used to have on.
I never said it was ugly. I said it was
No. I'm saying it was ugly, but
Oh,
you
yeah, that
thought
picture-
it was the
that
most.
picture,
He
yeah.
thought it was the most beautifulest picture in the world. That what made him just
Fall in love with
fall
you.
in love with me when he first seen me. But I thought it was the most ugliest picture.
I ain't gonna lie, going back to it, you looking stupid. But at that moment when I seen it, cause you had that stupid ass Hollis. You know when girls used to have them 3 collar shirts on?
Oh,
She
yeah,
had
at
a-
that time.
Yeah, she had on a Hollister
I was
shirt
14.
with the collar, the long ass, like 6 buttons on the collar. Like, you know what I'm talking about? That how with the little
Yeah, the Aeropostale shirt.
yeah.
The 2 collars.
She had like it was like a brown. It was like, I don't know
Jack
why.
brown and pink on.
You know, probably the brown match.
I
The
had
brown
it.
matched her skin probably.
I had on it was so crazy because I had a brown shirt on. It was a
Like a
brown
plaid, huh?
background. I'm a brown girl. So it was real brown. I told you it wasn't cute. It wasn't a cute picture to me. But he always said that it was just
Someone bought that picture. And it was on MySpace when I seen it.
yeah. And
I
he
went on
just-
MySpace. I seen that girl. I'm like, boy, that girl look good. Then I seen that Insta on went to Bonneville. It was 10th grade.
Mhm.
I see. I went to. You was in front of the cafeteria. You was standing with the dude. I said, boy, I gotta talk to her. I went
And
over
he
there.
made me. I had my friend at that time made me go with this guy because she wanted to go with the friend, so she wanted me to go with the other guy. And so I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. And I was new at the school. I didn't have no friends. I mean, I had just got there. It was only a week. And then Terrell came my DM. And guess what my stupid self did? He come tell me.
That's how it be.
He told me, he said, Karen, break up with him and be with me. And guess what I did?
And I broke up with
I
him.
broke up with the boy and went be with him. For that nigga to jump me because I have a long chin.
I can't got you from buying when you was standing at the
He
cafeteria.
swear he
I'll
made me
forget.
cool.
Oh yeah, you was. Well, I mean, nah, you was gonna be in all that thing.
I did.
But I had all that motion going, so you know.
But you dumped me because I had a long chin and
No, the chin wasn't the problem. The problem was I was in the heat. I just told her I needed some cat.
you wanted
I was just broke my vagina. My vagina.
You said vagina too much.
Yeah, you fucking me with that stupid ass vagina cord. Stupid ass. I just broke my virginity. Fuck.
You broke your vagina?
No.
You broke it.
Mhm.
Did
Man,
it
just
get
got some
fixed
cat
back?
for the first time. Was like 15.
And he was ready to go.
I'm ready now. And you coming and talking to your daddy, your daddy said you can't, man, look. Well,
I
I'm
used
gonna
to have
catch
to
you.
sneak on the phone, y'all.
I'm gonna catch you
It
later.
used to be terrible.
I can't talk to you. I need some action.
And dumped me and got action. That was your first time, huh? You was an older guy when you finally.
Yeah, I broke up with I did it when I was like 15. Yeah, 15.
Cause I didn't do it with you.
Because I never was worried about, honestly, to be real with you, I only broke it because of my mom and daddy. Like, to be real with you. They used to play,
You was peer pressure by your mom and your
I swear to God. They used to play jokes on me, my own, all of them. Because honestly, I really believe they thought I was gay, to be real with you. Let me tell you why. Not that I think about it. They was probably figuring that out because I wasn't worried about. I really used to be just shooting dice, trying to make money, buy me some clothes. I wasn't worried about no females. But then they telling me, yo, meat so clean you can put it in red beans. They telling me that, like, I swear to God, I never forget it. They telling me, I'm telling you. So then, when they told me that, I'm like, shit. I started striking. They fucked me up though, because that put me in a place where I went too wild, and I
You
regret
must have knew where this conversation was going. That's why you wore that pink shirt.
Well, I just put this pink shirt on. I don't give a fuck about no pink. I'm a gangster. I'm a gangster and a gentleman. I don't give a fuck about no pink. I put on any color.
You know they have a
Real
lot of
men
men.
Yeah, I do whatever.
Real men wear pink.
Shit, nigga respect you whatever. Nigga do whatever.
Well, you know, there's a lot of men that are challenged with facing than sexual identity.
Yeah.
You're okay, huh?
Yeah, what you mean? Yeah, I'm fine. I told you already, that's fine. I got people, my family members that's gay. That's cool. Ain't no problem with that. That ain't my lane.
I
I
have
love women.
absolutely no problem with that. I just want to make sure you're
No, but that's the reason I'm saying it. I really, they never told me that, but I'm just being
joking.
real.
I'm
No,
just
no,
joking, y'all.
no
Please
real
don't think
talk.
I don't think my husband is gay no way. I'm just.
I mean, that's on you. Shit, I can't do nothing about. Look, cause guess what? I love cat. Simple as that. Ain't nothing else about it. But
You like a lot of cat or just like one?
not like one. I like to be comfortable with one. I don't like to be unsure. Like that's the reason why I like being in the streets, cause
It's unsure.
STDs and all that pregnancy scares. Now, I swear to God, when I used to be in the streets out there and I ain't use a condom, man, I see the AIDS commercial come on, I think on my mind like, fuck, did I get got? Like, I swear to God on everything I love. So that's why I'm at peace. I care about peace. I don't care about none of that other shit. I could go jerk off, being real.
But you got him?
No, I'm just saying, if it came to that. That's what I'm trying to tell you how real I am about. I'm scared of that shit. That's a real out shit. On some real shit.
Yeah, numbers are high.
Yeah, so.
Okay, so my next question is, so it is tax season and everybody is getting their taxes. They're getting rich for a couple of little weeks because it don't fucking last past a couple of weeks. But during tax season, you know, there's the big old trivia of who carries your kid during tax season, right? Kev doesn't have any kids, but I'm sure her sisters have kids and her family members have kids, so you can relate. And I know you probably dated people with kids, so you experienced it, you have seen it. She's just a regular human being, you know. She just lives on this world, but I feel like she's in Mars. Pluto.
Pluto, give me Pluto.
Pluto.
Women from Venus. Right? Men from Mars.
Women from Venus, but she lives on Pluto. So wherever we all at, Kev is like in her own. Right or wrong? Pluto. Pluto is her world. Venus is all you regular girls. So anyways, so the question is, it's tax season, right? How do y'all feel it should be decided who carries the children on taxes? Because you know that's what it's all about.
I think it depends. It really depends because it depends on how many children you have too.
Mm-hmm.
And then it depends on.
So let's talk about this. One child, mom and dad, one child, both of y'all equally take care of the child.
So it depends on the money. Because if you bring in too much money, you don't want to let that person carry the child.
But then they'll have to pay back.
Right, so you don't want to let them carry the child if they're paying back. So you want to give it to the person that has the less income, right?
So you think it should be decided or the financial situation?
Yeah,
What if they're not together?
If they're not together and the father is doing what he's supposed to do, I think it should be each year.
Totally agree. What you think?
For me, personally, I don't care about taxes as far as I'll let the woman carry it every year for me because I don't care about that. And honestly, the lane that I'm in with stocks, if I get it right, I can make that in a day. So
I agree with that too. Damn.
ain't that much.
Because I definitely want to be
money.
to a point where taxes don't even matter to me.
Yeah.
I want to be in a pay grade where, honestly, I kind of want to be in a place where maybe I am paying taxes back, but that's because my finances is that bomb.
You want to be in that
don't.
place.
But I don't want to pay.
That's depressing,
listen.
and I'm in that place.
I don't
That's
want to be.
depressing.
I don't want to pay it.
When tax season come around, you see everybody talk about tax, you be wanting them taxes too.
But think about this. That's one time a year that they're getting it, and it lasts.
But you want it too because that's more money in
No,
your
that's-
pocket
that's
instead of
wrong.
you taking out money out your pocket to pay them back. See,
That's
it's a
totally
big
different.
difference.
You're the person that gives back to the community.
I'm not giving back to nobody.
When I pull up to them, When I pull up to the people on the side of the road and they ask me for money, I say, shit, I'm supposed to be out here with you, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, because I'm broke just like you.
Especially when you go in the store and the people say, you want to donate $1? Who? Maybe give me the dollar.
I told you I ain't gonna donate Salvation Army
my
came.
bank account.
They can't. I said, baby, I need, no, it was second harvest. I said, shit, man, my kids need a donation out their self. We fucking broke too. Shit. This shit real out here. What you talking about?
But second harvest give free food out. So maybe you and your kids.
I need, that's why like I
My mom
said.
used to get in the box. We used to hound over them boxes. Baby, they used to have some good food in the box.
We ain't never been that. That's probably when you can't.
But you talking about poor people?
I wasn't poor. Listen, I never felt poor. I swear to God. I never felt poor.
So you can relate.
No, I can relate because a motherfucker I'm poor. But I never felt poor. So it's like, it's a difference. Like, you know, when you in something but you not really there, like you, of course, you, but because you see the, I don't know, my parents done protected me, I guess. They did a good job.
You was definitely a very sheltered guy.
Yeah, they took care
To a
of me.
certain
But I'm
extent.
not, yeah.
Because I had to get it out the mud.
I got out the mud, no, I didn't.
I don't know what's like.
I had
You
both
got
my
out the
parents.
I got it out the mud. We had a house, but it was just a house.
Right.
A house y'all been home.
Girl. People be saying they from the project.
But you know what? And
we live worse than the people in the project.
And that's why I say, man, it's just because mental health's so bad in our community that we hurt the people we love. Like, honestly, like, and that's the thing I don't understand, how you can hurt somebody or do the person that you really love, you really do them wrong. But the people on the street, you'll treat them right. So I don't know.
It's the strangest thing. It's like you deal with more selfish things with the people that is closest to you, with your family, with your friends, than you would from a stranger supporting you. Hence, Cav did not go support my podcast when she first seen it, but she did support it because she came on my show effortlessly, without a question asked.
First of all, she shouldn't have a big picture on it.
Right.
That don't get my
She
attention.
gave you the reason. So
I'm not gonna click on nothing that don't
Facts.
get my attention.
Thank you.
I'm still gonna shade her because
That's a good reason too.
I look at it like this. I do totally understand that. I really do, and I'm gonna do better with my pictures. But she didn't support my podcast by clicking and liking and subscribing. But she did support my podcast because all the thing I did was message her, and it was like, my birthday this week and I'm free next week. Done. She's here. So yes, I still love you. You're such a supporter.
Of course.
Didn't support the podcast online, but she supported the podcast in person.
See if I would have saw, because your brother made the picture look, the second one, exciting. Exciting. It looked like y'all was talking about something deep.
Yeah.
So we gotta definitely a spade. Carrie has to do better with her profile pictures online. Come there.
If I could pick up all three, I would, y'all.
I would definitely do better with my pictures. It's the shade and the growth for me. You gotta keep a friend that's gonna shade you but grow you. And that's what I can appreciate. Because sometimes you can't take criticism. And criticism is hard sometimes to accept, especially for me. Because it kills me to my soul sometimes. But I do understand that's a part of me having to learn how to listen and learn. And I realize I don't have all the answers. My husband probably in his head like, bitch, do it more with your marriage too, bitch. Listen to me more too. Stop playing before I slap the piss out of you. That's how you be feeling sometimes, bitch?
No, I'll tell you. I'll let it be known. I ain't holding on my chest. Anybody have me catching a motherfucking stroke.
I wouldn't give you a stroke.
I know, I just
stroke
don't.
you. How did we get here? So the spade is spade. Oh wait, you didn't give your opinion on it. So my opinion on who carries a child, I do feel the same way. I do feel like if that person is, if your partner or your child's other parent, if y'all are both equally taking care of their children, share that responsibility. If it's a year, if y'all got 2 kids, one carry one all the time, the other one carry the other one all the time. If you have one kid, rotate it. I carry 1 year, you carry 1 year. You gotta go without 1 year, I gotta go without 1 year. Pray to God that everybody gets to a place that you don't even have to sweat that. But if you still do it, like Kev said, if you just want your money because everybody else getting their money, you want your money, be fair about sharing those, carrying it, because it actually means something to people that it means something. So calling a spade a spade, let's be fair about carrying the children. Terrell does not care either way. He don't care because he got to deal with that situation anyway. Go.
Not because honestly it's not. I get it that it is a lot, but for me, my mind bigger than that, and that always been bigger than that. I never did care about that because I felt like it's bigger than that. Honestly,
I feel like be fair about it.
Especially
Don't
if
be
somebody
selfish.
doing their part.
Especially if these dads are doing their part. These
no, I
mothers
agree with
are
that too.
doing their
I
part.
definitely agree with that. I
Be
definitely agree with
fair, yes. Be
that. But
fair.
we take the
about
short
it.
end of the stick when we a father, no matter what. Just
But it's
naturally.
not-
Let's talk
It's
about
not
the
even-
short end of the stick.
It's not
then.
even about the short end of the stick, because I feel like if a woman has the best baby, baby daddy, let's just say baby daddy,
Mhm.
I feel like, they treat them like they're a baby. But if they had that baby, then they'll be upset.
No, that's how it works.
Like,
That's how
I
crazy
just
the
feel
world
like,
is.
choose one. You got the good baby daddy. So
Treat him
treat
good.
him, treat him
Right.
good, because he can easily switch and be the deadbeat, because first of all, like they said, mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
Mhm.
He can
Mhm.
leave this child,
Yeah,
so
real
just
talk.
treat the daddy right while, he doing everything he can
Mhm.
for that child.
Mhm.
I 100% agree.
But they have them petty bitches.
Some women is just not fair about how they do things with their children. Like and to a certain extent, just like you saying, the short hair, the stick. I feel like men has the option more than women to walk out on their children. That's the short end of the stick for women a lot. There is more women that have to deal with a man walking out on them with their children than a woman walking out on her children. So that's why a lot of women carry their children on taxes, because half of the daddies ain't even there to have the argument with. Then if they do have the argument, it's because dad now want to come because it's tax season. And feel like he's owed something for not doing nothing 12 months out of the year. But you do something 2 months before because you know what time of the year it is. That's the big difference. So short end of the stick, more so to me, goes to women.
No, I'm talking about
only
boys.
because it's statistically the numbers of how many women actually has to do it by themselves versus how many men are actually doing it by themselves.
Right.
And women, sometimes y'all are making it, half the time women, y'all are making it very hard too for the men that wants to do, because they're not doing it the way you want them to do it. That's the other problem. Y'all can't expect these men to raise the children how y'all want them to raise. You might think you got your best interest, but a man could have his best interest for his child as well. So it's not solely our decision to say that these men don't get to decide that you're wrong about how you raising your child. They want something different for their child. That's just about learning how to have effective co-parenting going on. And if you're in a relationship too, the same thing. Like, you can't think because you're in a relationship you still get to rule everything with your child. It's supposed to be that you and this man come together and conversate together about how y'all want to do things with the child, and then y'all make a decision together. Sometimes the decision could be very hard to the point that, you know what I'm saying, y'all not agreeing at all. But you gotta find a middle. So back to tax season. Be fair about carrying your children. Spade to spade. I think a year. You got 2 kids, you're lucky, you don't gotta worry about that.
I know, right?
But if you got 2 kids, this man doing all this for this child, and you gonna still care both of the kids, you are wrong. Cause that's not right. Now, it's
women are
different.
bitter.
Yeah, and it's a difference, like you said, financially. If it makes financially more sense for me to carry or you to carry, maybe you make less money and I make all the money. So you need to carry both of the kids. Bring all the money home. wherever it could come from. But if you are separated, you don't get to decide if he make a lot of money, so he don't get to carry. It don't matter what he making. That ain't your decision on that year. It is his decision to say, you know what, I ain't gonna get nothing back anyways. You go ahead and carry him.
Right.
But if it's to the point he like, I still won't carry him because that child income credit is gonna, that's the money that they're gonna take from me from paying back, and now I could just basically, I'm gonna break even. I'm not gonna get nothing back, but I'm also not gonna pay nothing back. Let that man decide. Or that
Now,
woman.
you know, he can let you carry. You just give him something. He been doing his job the whole, you know.
That's another thing too. Share that profit. If he doing his job and you got this, then give him half.
Y'all share
There's
that
way
baby.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because guess what? During the year is you want him to share everything. You want him to do this and do that for the baby. And if he's doing it, why are you mad?
Right.
Because them taxes only gonna last a few weeks. Some of y'all might stretch it, but it ain't gonna last like that. Y'all ain't getting no $1 million on your tax line now. If y'all all put a bitch on, cause I ain't getting it.
Don't put me on.
Don't put me on. Don't put me on. No, I don't be on. I don't want to go to jail.
Don't put me on.
I don't want to go to jail. So, my next question is pet peeves. Pet peeves. This is something I actually dealt with this week, and I have a pet peeve. But I want you guys to go first. What is a pet peeve? Like something that like really, really bothered you. Like, do y'all have a pet peeve?
I feel like if someone, my pet peeve is I want somebody to treat me how I'm treating them.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't treat me how I'm treating you, then you know when I'm gone. Ain't nothing. No, I don't talk to that person.
Well, that's how many times you be gone? A lot.
No, I'm gone forever.
But you know what?
No,
What
what he's trying to say is like, how many times are you walking out on that person who doesn't like? So it's like he's trying to say you could be the problem too, because if you're constantly walking out on everybody that just do something. Oh, what was you saying?
I was saying, whatever you giving, people might not know how to give what you giving. Like, what you feel, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you feel like you give people that they should give back.
I feel like I'm a great person.
Right.
Like, if someone need me, I'm there.
Right.
And I feel like it's, you know, if I need them, I want you to be there.
Yeah.
And if you can't be there for me, like, especially in a time of need,
Right.
then I don't need you around me.
So Kev pet peeves is basically treat her the same way she treats you. So no matter what you're doing, no matter, she feel like whatever she's giving, she want to have that same thing as her pet peeves. If you do not treat her the same, that bothers her, that hurt her. My pet peeve is nothing like that. My pet peeve is when I'm coming to pick up somebody, right? And if I call you and I say, Kev, hey, we're going somewhere, right? And then me, I'm the type of person, when I'm leaving out my door, I'm like, hey, I'll be there in 30 minutes. And then when I get there, I'm like, hey, I'm pulling up. And then when I pull up, I'm like, hey, I'm outside. And you don't come outside. If I gave you all of these warnings of everything, why are you not simply outside? And then you texting me back like, okay. And then when I pull up, you're not there.
That's
so my pet peeve is
too.
that is because if I'm pulling up and I'm like,
that always happening.
all these, I told you I'm 30 minutes away. You like, okay, cool. And then I'm telling you, hey, I'm 4 minutes away.
I'm horrible with time. Me.
Okay,
I know
cool.
I know I'm one of the people you talking about.
A big person on. I tell Terrell, hey Terrell, I need to leave out the door for 8:30. Terrell, hey, it's 7:30. Terrell, you got an hour. All right, babe, it's only gonna take me 15 minutes. Okay, it's 8 o'clock. Terrell still laying down. It only gonna take me quick as this. 8:35. I'm pissed because I have literally. No, 8:35 I do, but I wanted to be going for 8:30. So if I told you the time the day before.
So 5 minutes is that serious to you?
It's a pet peeve because it's
right.
like, it's a difference if you know how
Right.
you just tell somebody
That's
something
anal,
and you
but
don't give
that's-
them nothing else. You
Right.
just say, okay, if I tell you, Terrell, look, tomorrow we leaving out door for 8:30, and I'll never tell you nothing else.
And then at
Then
8:35, 8:35 is like,
8:30 the next
so
day,
8:35 you like, motherfucker, I'm about to.
No, if I never told you nothing, and then I'm like 8:30, if I'm like 8:30 and it's the next day and I never told you nothing,
So 8:35.
then it's like, okay, I understand why you late. I didn't even wake you up. I didn't even attempt to help you
So
to
5
be
minutes
on
late.
time.
What is 5 minutes late? I'm asking.
It's a problem for me if I help you to get there.
5
So like if I tell you Kev, if I told you Kev, I'm gonna be home for 11:30, right? And you know like today, okay, I'll be home at 11:30. You get here at 11:30. It's 11. I'm pulling up 10 minutes after you. You're not mad, but you like, bitch, don't tell me to be here for 11:30 because I made sure I was here on time and you're not there. But you didn't even tell me, hey, I'm running a few minutes late. You know this. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like something. Like I was told you, like, Kev, I'm getting off work, so it is a push on time for me. So I might be a little bit late, but I say 11:15, 11:30 because I knew I had to get off work. I had, you know, to come from New Orleans all the way to Slidell. That's, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like
So what
if
you
I'm
think
waking
about-
you up,
how do you feel about?
I'm gonna tell I'm gonna meet her because I'm always late. I'm not going to.
So yeah,
I'm gonna meet you.
I'm bad with time.
I'm bad.
but what if this is the thing? So if I'm telling you, I'm like,
If you know,
I'm
even
picking you up.
if you tell me I'm really
See,
bad,
that's
I'm
a
a
pet peeve.
procrastinator.
That's
That's me. I'm big.
That's a huge pet peeve
She
for
get
me.
mad at me all the time.
I would start.
Cause Terrell is late for everything.
I'm 5 minutes late though.
No,
I'm late.
10.
No,
I'm late.
Terrell is lying. Let me tell you something. This is how crazy it is. If I tell Terrell to be ready for this time, and I never say nothing, if the event is for 2 o'clock, Terrell will be at 4 o'clock.
That's
And
me.
Terrell will be like, well, I'm here. I made it.
That's me. You saw my face.
And I'm like, and my thing is, if it's a party or something, I don't care. But if it's my children's baptism, I need to be out this door at this time.
Baby, nobody wants to sit in
And-
church that long.
No,
We
it's
won't
not
be
even
there
about
for
that.
that.
It's about the fact of I had to be there for a certain time because we had to do a certain thing before.
Oh, okay.
Okay? And then on top of that, we got 3 kids that live in the house. I get all 3 of the kids ready by myself. I get myself ready. I get all of their stuff packed. I get their change of clothes packed. I get their towels packed.
Procrastinator, you know?
And all he had to do was wake up and get himself ready.
I think what happened, did we shoot a podcast that night?
We shot a podcast that night.
That's what I'm saying. I was-
We shot a podcast that night, and I still got me, my 3 kids
Oh, no, you
together,
Superwoman. No, you're Superwoman. I like it.
packed all this stuff, only
why I
on
like-
2
that's why I
hours
rub
of
your feet.
sleep,
That's why I like to rub your
and
feet
got
at
enough
night.
energy drinks to make
While
sure
you
we
doing
was
all
still
that, I'm gonna rub
energy.
your feet at night.
Well, are you gonna rub my feet tonight?
Oh, not tonight. I'm sorry. Tonight ain't right. Tonight ain't the night. Ain't the
You
night.
just said.
But tomorrow, I got you. Hey, I got you.
What's your pet peeve? Time for me is a pet peeve. If I'm literally doing everything possible to make sure that when I pull up to your house, please be outside, especially if I did all this work. Now, if I pull up and I come inside and you take your time, that's different. But if I pull up and I'm telling you, hey, I'm outside, let's roll, and you literally come out the door 10 minutes, 20 minutes later, it's a problem. My brother just did this the other day. Pet peeve.
Mine's probably like when people being passive aggressive.
Explain.
So like when you know when somebody really telling you some shit, but they not really telling it to you. They doing it friendly. Like, all right, so when I'm at work, lady, the little thing was full of boxes.
Mm-hmm.
So I put the boxes neatly in front. As I'm walking off, lady like, oh, why is those boxes on the ground? I'm like, you know, what you mean by the boxes on the ground? I'm like, oh, well, the thing for, oh, well, they don't belong there. But she's saying with an attitude, so I'm like, all right, cool, I'm sorry, so I pick them up. So just that right there made me mad.
You don't like people to say stuff to you without just directly saying something to you.
Yeah.
Like if the box on the ground, you want them to
Maybe
just straight up say, hey, Terrell, those boxes go to the dumpster. Can you
Yeah,
jump
like that. Like, yeah.
You don't want them to like just
Don't say that.
Don't say it without directly saying it.
Yeah, don't. Yeah.
You do that
She
to me.
had an attitude with it too.
Yeah, like
She
you,
was trying to
she
say it
knew,
nicely,
she
but
knew
with an
already
attitude.
what she was already waiting to tell me.
She was bothered.
She was waiting for me to walk off to say, motherfucker, them boxes on that ground, why they there? You know what I'm saying? But she like, oh, why is those boxes on the ground? Bitch, cause the thing full. That's why them bitches right there neatly on the front. Bitch, so ain't nobody go trip. But, you know, I don't know. So I don't know, maybe I don't know.
But maybe,
But
you know what y'all
But
looking
it's a
for
lot of
is-
things like that. I don't know. I have a lot of pet
Oh, you
peeves.
do. You definitely do that to me all the time because
Tell me.
even when it's not it may not be a passive aggressive thing, but he'll take it as a passive aggressive thing. Like I can say something directly to him, but he'll feel like, but you meant this. You do that a lot. You always tell me what I meant instead of just going by exactly what I see. Like I could literally tell him, like blinds, kitchen. Hey, just talked about this. I say, Terrell, can you put the blinds up? This is 4 days later. Blinds still never got put up.
Right.
At this point, I'm not like happy about it.
Right.
But I don't tell him nothing at this point because I feel like when I tell him, it's gonna be like, but you harassing me about this when I'ma get him up.
No, I never do that.
But
shit, though.
you do
No.
do
Because I'll be
that.
like, you right, B, I'm sorry.
He's saying this. Let's talk about the dryer. I said to her, I got the stuff to fix the dryer. I looked up the YouTube video. We watched it. So I'm like, I got it. I ordered the stuff. Stuff come in. Terrell, you know the stuff here. We gotta fix the dryer.
You
You
know?
never have no intentions on fixing the dryer.
So let me tell you why, though.
Now, mind you, all these days going by, never had no intentions on
Let
fixing
me
the
tell you
dryer.
why I never had intentions
Listen,
on.
I already told you. You
Well,
told
let
me.
me tell a story.
Tell me why. Listen to why.
The story was why I didn't have intentions on doing this because when I'm sitting down and you watching the YouTube and you tell me that the man tell you, oh, the way you take it apart, you just gotta put it back the same way. When he said that, I'm looking like, shit, that ain't good enough because now what if I don't do it that way? Why you don't tell me it this way? What if this?
And
So,
instead of him
it's
communicating
too
with
hard.
me and say,
No, I'm not
babe,
doing it.
He said, nah,
I don't.
Cause
Exactly.
listen, it worked. It just sound like boots knocking. The dryer, you hit that bitch, doom, as soon as it started. Something in the thing messed up. I'm cool with it.
It's
Just
the
shut it
wheel.
though. And we ain't got it here.
Because a dryer not going
I'm
to
cool.
eventually break from doing this all the time. 'cause
It's
that's
not broke
that-
yet. So what I'm saying is if I
That's
fuck
like
with it,
not
listen,
fixing the
listen,
car.
if I fuck with
if he
it,
fixed it, he's
so-
gonna mess
well,
it
yeah,
all
what
the
if I
way up.
try to
But
fix
here's
it?
my thing. All you had to do was say, babe,
No, yeah, I just ain't telling you.
I'm not
sorry.
confident
No, I ain't say
about
that. I ain't say that.
fixing
But no,
the
listen.
dryer.
It was two things.
So let's find another way to get it done.
I told you.
He don't do that. He
No.
just was gonna let every day go by
No, I
and
was
let
waiting
me
till you
get
tell
up.
me about it. And then when you told me about it, I was gonna tell you. Like, babe, listen.
I cannot do
This is
that.
the reason
I
why.
got another pet peeve. Communication.
Yeah, come on.
Just talk to me and then we can figure out a solution together. Don't just assume
No, ask me to.
whenever
Just
she
ask
asks me.
Just ask
No, because if I'm asking you every day,
No, not
Terrell,
every day. Yeah,
Terrell, I
yeah.
told you, when I told you the blind, I said, Terrell, on your off day.
No, the blinds.
Can you do the blinds and can you do the
The
dryer?
blinds, I ain't
He
gonna lie.
he had intentions on putting the blinds up. Never had no intentions on ever doing the dryer.
Yeah, not right.
Nah.
So like
But
I
guess
said,
what? Both of them work. The blinds put up and the dryer still
the
dry.
dryer does not work properly. That's
No,
like
right.
that's like this. Our truck right now runs.
Oh no, I'm gonna fix that tomorrow. I told you that. I'm Mr. YouTube. I'm YouTube University.
But
Oh,
listen,
shit, I go on
he
YouTube for
YouTube
everything.
University,
Me
but he's
too.
not confident about the dryer. But
Oh,
wasn't
because
gonna
I'm
say nothing.
telling you,
But he's confident about
the
the car,
video that
so-
you watched wasn't convincing enough to say that I could learn how the man was literally saying, hey, all I did
But
was...
that wasn't the problem. The problem was you didn't communicate with me
Oh,
and
no,
tell me nothing.
Oh, all right, yeah, but I'm just telling you, that's the reason why I didn't want to do it. If the man was saying, hey, step by step, hey, listen, be careful on this part, take this, I'll do that. I'll be careful on that part. I'll do that.
But you communicated with me this how many days later?
Oh yeah, I was.
And after I had to come
But
and
listen, I
ask him.
told you wait. I said on my off day. But listen, I'm sorry that I didn't do it.
Or had no intentions on doing it.
Shit, that shit still work. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Every time, shit, clothes still getting
So
dry.
like he was gonna break it all the way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm trying to tell
I
her.
understand.
If I really mess
And
with
if
it,
you
and then that
broke
bitch
it
break,
all the way, then you
now we gotta
Here's
go
the
buy.
thing.
Now you gotta go
But
buy a whole dryer. I ain't
But
doing
what
that.
was so
Fuck
hard
that. That bitch
about
still
simply
working.
saying,
Oh yeah, I should have told you.
hey babe,
Yeah, listen.
I know you bought the stuff,
But I know
but
you.
we might
You gonna
be
still tell me eventually. You
No,
gonna be
it
like,
could've
Terrell,
been-
something bothered me. So
No. But are you? If you would, but why not save your wife getting even bothered
it's all right.
by saying,
I forgot about
babe.
it. Well, when I heard that video, I swear to God, it wasn't even in my mind.
And instead of him saying, babe, I don't know.
Oh, that's
I
what
don't
I
feel
was
like
about.
let's just find somebody to
I'm
fix
not
it because I'm not
confident.
confident about it. I don't trust myself. So then we could have found the next source, so I didn't even have to buy the parts. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe the person like whatever. Point of it is, that's what I had to deal with from Terrell. Kev, did you have a good time on the show tonight?
Yes, I did.
You did. You enjoyed it.
I
Was it what
back.
you thought it was gonna be? You gonna be back?
Yeah, I'm
Are you gonna
back.
watch?
that's fine.
Are you gonna
That's
watch it
what's up.
too
Of
then?
course, I'm gonna watch myself.
Yeah,
I'm talking about when it's not you on the show. Are you gonna watch it too then?
If they have exciting
Yeah, the
pictures.
thumbnails.
Yeah.
It's called thumbnails, right?
Thumbnails are so important to Cam, so I had
Hey,
to step my thumbnails up.
Thumbnails are important to everybody.
Everybody.
Okay,
man,
I'm
talk.
sorry.
Not
When
even
you
Kev.
look on YouTube, you just click on anything.
It's a standard. No, it's a standard.
No, I
It's a
searched for
standard.
what I wanted. And
But
I
I'm
did.
saying-
No, she don't know
But
what
I'm
she's doing.
saying-
Subconsciously, she don't even know. I promise.
No, I don't because guess what? I watch Don't Call Me White Girl and I don't give a damn what her picture is. I just like her show.
No,
See,
no,
now,
You're a
you
fan
just-
of her now. But
I am a
promise you,
fan of her, so
if
that's
it
why
was
I
somebody
watch.
that you've never seen before, if
But
they
she
put
was-
two
no,
up,
but she was
if they put
somebody-
two up, and I promise you'll see
No,
you'll think
no,
about
no.
Kev talking about.
Listen,
It's
when
subconscious
she
people do it.
when I first started watching her show, it was literally because of a clip that I heard of her talking, and then I went and watched the show. And when I watched the first show, I enjoyed it. So now it doesn't even matter. I just be ready for the next
So
episode.
if you search something on YouTube and a lot of things pop up, you're not gonna click that exciting whatever it's called,
No, I probably just
thumbnail.
It
You
depends
just
on what
gonna
I'm
click on
looking
the
at.
first one.
It depends on what
I
I'm
don't
looking
think she
for.
knows subconscious.
No, Carol.
I like read descriptions and
I
stuff.
like stuff that catch my eye.
and reviews.
Okay.
See, I'm not
I'm
a
a-
super visual person.
Well, I had fun tonight. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
You
man.
did.
Tonight was so fire.
Oh, this was wrapping up episode 3. Oh, look, I can't even hold my 3 fingers up after this because I have a dyslexia in this hand, so where these 3 fingers don't show up. I can't hold 3 fingers up on this hand. I can do it with this hand, but this hand it doesn't do it. Go ahead. I hear your brain talking about me. Anyway,
is, bitch.
episode 3. Episode 3, guys. Episode 3. I want to thank Kev for joining the show today. Thank you, babe. You're back again. You're back every week.
Supportive.
She's so fire.
Thank you, Kev, for coming on the
Thank
show.
you.
I so appreciate it. I'm
Real
so
talk.
happy.
I'm happy you came, Kev.
Y'all
Thank
can
you.
go follow Kev at
Lafranceeeee with 4 E's at the end.
no Lamar Ball, whatever his ball name is.
Real Lafranceeeee.
The Real of Friends. Y'all can follow her Instagram there. You can follow my husband's Instagram at
tmackaveli.
and you can follow me, Carol's Chaos, Carol_Chaos. And also please go follow the podcast page at Let's Call a Spade a Spade _ don't forget the _ make sure y'all like and subscribe my channel if y'all love it. Please make sure y'all leave comments. We did not do a spade question today. We did not get to do a spade question. We had so much other stuff that happened that I forgot to do the spade question. But it's okay. Next time. I didn't even get to go on my live like I wanted to because we got that back on time. Ugh, don't matter. Anyways, I enjoyed y'all tonight. Thank y'all for coming on the show. Until next week, next Wednesday, make sure y'all tune in to Let's Call a Spade podcast.